Good evening, everyone. So, today again, I have come out with a very important topic of hospitality, and that is the front desk hospitality. So, what is front desk? The front desk is the heart and face of the hotel operations. It creates the first and the last impression for guests. In world class 5 stars hotels, employees are trained to deliver exceptional service from first greeting. So before I begin, I would like to ask you few questions. Why do you think the first impression is so powerful? Now don't think in case of hotels only. Whenever you meet a particular person, why is first impression most is powerful, and even during the interviews as well? Okay, very nice answers, guys. Can a bad greeting affect the hotel's reputation? Yes, right? It can affect. How? Can I get some few points from you all? Yes, the hotel's reputation will be at stake, and then people would not like to come to the hotel again, right? If they are not getting good type of behavior and all. What would you expect when you enter a five-star hotel? Foods, okay, very good. Good service, okay. Okay, good behavior of the service providers. And a very, okay, yes, very good and enchanting atmosphere. Very nice. So, now coming to our first point, that is the most important point in this job, professional appearance. Now what do you mean by professional appearance? Only the clothes that we are wearing, or the makeup, or what is it? Yeah, it must look very professional, and that professionalism includes your clean uniform, name tag, a proper grooming, and confident posture. Appearance builds trust before you even speak. Now, how does appearance influence guests' confidence? Because when you are properly groomed and you're talking properly, then what happens? The guest gets confidence. Like, yeah, this is the right person from whom we can get the information. And then the next, so if two members provide the same service but one looks untidy, who creates a better impression, or one who looks untidy, or the one who looks very very good? Yes, the one who looks very good and well groomed will have a better impression. You see, when you enter the hotel, if you see that somebody is not properly dressed, you would always like to go to the person who is properly dressed and who is speaking confidently, right? Okay, now what message does poor grooming send to guests? Yeah, the hotel is not working properly, might be, yes, or they are not giving good service. Yeah, very nice. Now, next important thing is communication and greeting. All right, communication is more than speaking nowadays. In communication, 7% is language, 55% is your body language, and 35% is your neurological behavior while you are speaking. So in language you include the communication, the verbal one, and In nonverbal communication, like your body language, you have your facial expression, your hand movements, your gestures, postures. And in neurological, you have your voice, your tone, pitch, all this also includes in it. Okay, now a standard greeting should include a smile, eye contact as I am having on you all right now, and the third is your confidence, your polite words, right? Now if you have all these things, we can use it like this: good afternoon, welcome to our hotel, sir, how may I assist you? Now the fourth thing after all this is that you should check whether the registration of that particular guest is done or is done properly or not, and whether he has done the inquiry online or offline. These things we should note it very carefully. And some of them do their bookings online also, right? But sometimes it happens that guests come and they ask for rooms without prior bookings. So if we do not have rooms, we should make them know it in a better way, so that they do not get unhappy by our answers. We should say it very politely and in a way that they are convinced that there is no rooms, and in a way that they will visit next time. All right. And now suppose if you are going to a hotel, okay, there are many things. Now one question that is coming to my mind that I would like to ask: what difference did you notice between these two greetings? I will show you. All right. One is like before some time I have told you, good afternoon, welcome to our hotel, how may I assist you? Another is, yes sir, tell me, how will I help you, or how can I help you? Is this the right way? Which one is the right way, guys? The first one or the second one? The first one, right? That you might feel like coming into the hotel. Now how did the tone change your feeling? The tone, when you're hearing both the tones, which tone is more welcoming? The first one, yes. Why is using guest name important? So when you are greeting, you can use the guest name, then it is more good for us. All right, for the, because we feel that the guests will feel that they are more, they are more given importance. So try to use the guest name and sir and ma'am before starting the name, before taking out the name Sir Sandeep Ray or Miss Meera Shaha, that all. Now how do you handle complaints? See, in everywhere problems will happen, but difference between average and excellent service is how we handle complaints. All right. Now when somebody is asking, when somebody is having complaints, so you do not react. First of all, listen carefully what complaints they have. After listening to it, the first thing that you will do is apologize. I'm extremely sorry, sir, ma'am. Then you will offer a solution. And after offering a solution, you will note it down in your mobile or in your copies, so that to have a follow up whether they're happy with our service, the solution that you have offered, are they okay with it? All right. For example, somebody is complaining, my room is too noisy, I'm just fed up of this room. What is your thing to do in the next moment? I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. Let me arrange a quieter room for you immediately, sir. Alright? Now, why should we apologize even if the problem is not our fault? Yes, we should make them feel at home, and we should try to solve each and every problem of theirs if possible, and if it is in our hands we should, because they should have a good impression of our hotels, and our hotels run smoothly everywhere. So what happens if staff becomes defensive? Now if I became defensive or you become defensive, so what will happen? The guest will not come for the second time. Will they feel like I'm coming to an environment where they're treated not properly? Now, how can you handle a complaint well? Increase guest loyalty. If you're handling a complaint well, how can you increase guest loyalty? Very good answers. I'm just feeling as if this is not the first time I'm teaching you this topic. You are very well aware of the topic. Now I want two of you to do a quick role play. One be the guest and the other be the front desk officer. And your scenario is guest checking in after a long flight. Wow, wonderful. The way you have done it is just awesome. So what did the staff member do well in your role play? What could be improved? Did the staff show empathy? These are your assignments for tomorrow. So I want proper answers for all these three questions. And remember one thing, whenever you are doing a role play, you should analyze your behavior, tone, and body language. These are very important characteristics in front desk. Now, to conclude, front desk hospitality requires professional experience, first of all, excellent communication, positive attitude, effective problem solving skills. Guests may forget what you said. Remember this point. Guests may forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. It's not only in the case of hospitality, dear friends. Even when guests enter your house, they might forget everything. They might forget the food you have given, okay, anything. But they will not forget how you made them feel in your own house. So in hotels also, the guests which come, they are like our home guests, and we should treat them like that only, how we treat our home guests. All right, so now my final questions that I feel like asking after the whole thing: what one skill will you improve from today's lesson? Now if you have any skills that you feel that you should develop, you should write why and what are the steps you are going to take. Now, how can you practice hospitality skills daily, even outside the hotel environment? I have told just now I've given an example of home. How you will be at your home, you can do this, whatever you're doing in hotel, the services and all, you should do it at home also. The same things for practice, then it will become a habit. Practice will become a habit. All right, now, so today's lesson, I hope you have clearly understood what front desk is. Thank you very much, dear friends, and I am hoping that you would be there for my next session that will be on food and beverage. Thank you.